Welcome to Horror Boys. It's a podcast on the internet. I'm Austin, joined as always by
Chris.
Together we are the Horror Boys, and this isn't any old podcast on the internet. No, my friends. This is a podcast on the internet. Wait, no.
I think that's how it goes.
We'll start covering movies again soon. Don't worry.
Yeah. But right now,
until then, the intro. I don't know what to do with it. I'm sorry. The intro's broken.
Oops. Uh-oh.
You read the title. You already know what we're doing, kind of, maybe, if you could figure out what it was off the name, you know. Today's game for Chris is one of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong. I have a list of 15 groupings of 4 that all have a
60.
Yeah,
that's 60, guys. Quick
math. But it doesn't. It's 15 questions basically. 15 times you have to figure out what doesn't belong.
Okay.
There'll be 4 options. There'll be a category that combines all those 4 things, or 3 of those 4 things. You have to figure out which one doesn't belong and why by telling me what doesn't belong and what the category was. I think it makes sense. Hope so.
We'll find out.
All right, here's our first one.
All right.
I think it's one of the easier ones. Probably the easiest one. So.
Okay.
Cool. We have Freddy Krueger.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Michael Myers.
Right.
Pinhead.
Okay.
And Jason Voorhees.
Okay.
One of these things does not belong.
Michael Myers, Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger, and Pinhead.
Yes. Those are the 4.
Okay. It's Pinhead for sure.
Okay.
And he doesn't belong because he's not a killer that we've covered in Horror Boys.
That's not exactly how I worded it, but yes, that is it. That is horror icons featured on Horror Boys is the category, so Pinhead does not belong.
Perfect.
Look at that. You already got one.
Yes.
Perfect. You got it. This is going to be
It was the easiest one, so surely I couldn't...
Yeah, no, it was definitely the easiest one. So, you know.
Yes, I'm sure all of them will be this easy.
Sure. Yes. This next category, here are your 4 options. Cool. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Mm-hmm.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2. Bride of a Reanimator. Return to House on Haunted Hill.
What? So, it was I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Yes.
The Return to House on Haunted Hill.
Uh-huh.
What were the other 2?
Bride of Reanimator and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
What?
There is one thing that connects 3 of those movies and not the 4th one.
All right. Perfect.
But what is that thing? That's your job to figure out. That's the game.
Bride of Reanimator. House on Haunted Hill. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Uh-huh.
And I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
They're all sequels, so it can't be that.
Right. But we haven't covered the the Return to the House on Haunted Hill.
Would you like to guess
on
that?
Horror Boys. So it's sequels that we've covered on Horror Boys.
No.
Perfect. Wonderful.
You think I'd just give you 2 not on Horror Boys questions back to back? Come on, man.
It was possible.
Expect a little better from me.
It was possible. They're all sequels.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Can you think of any connections between any of those movies just off the top of your head?
Bride of Reanimator. House on Haunted Hill. And there was 2 other ones.
I still know what you did last summer and Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Okay. Uh,
What connects 3 of those 4 movies?
the zombies.
I mean, maybe, but that's not the category. I mean,
Oh,
I mean, I guess it might. I don't know if it even
maybe
does.
technically. No, because I don't think I still know what you did last summer.
Yeah, neither I Still Know What You Did Last Summer or Texas Chainsaw Massacre have zombies, and I'm not sure if Return to House on a Hill has zombies. I've never seen the movie.
Yeah. Uh,
So we've covered 3 of them on Horror Boys.
uh-huh.
So let's think
Yep.
about those ones. Maybe let's look at those ones first. Is there
Yeah.
any connection between 2 of those movies? And then maybe you could figure out the third thing afterwards.
The third thing. Hmm.
I guess, yeah, because I don't want this to just be nothing. I will say, my hint is Return is not the thing that does not belong. It does belong.
Oh. Okay. Huh. Yeah.
Are there any
Bride of
connections
Reanimator.
between
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Bride of Reanimator or I Still Know What You Did Last Summer?
Movies that star.
Uh-huh.
Oh God, no! I can't have a reverse situation.
Oh, you
This
having
can't
a
be happening.
reverse?
The actor of Herbert West. Cruel fate. Oh no. His name is.
Uh-huh. Yeah. That is his name, isn't it?
The guy who plays Herbert West. Jeffrey Combs.
There we go. Okay, so I would like
Movies that star Jeffrey Combs.
So which one is not that then?
That would be Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 does not.
That is right. There you go. Look at that. You got 2 in
Wait, was that actually it?
Yeah. It's a movie starring Jeffrey Combs.
Oh man, hot dog.
I thought about doing Dr. Mordred for the last one, but I felt like that might give it away, so I didn't.
No, yeah.
So I went with
I
a
would
different.
hear Dr. Mordred.
I found another sequel he was in. That. So to try to like kind of throw your brain off.
Throw me onto the sequel.
Because there are times where I will try to trick you. I want you to know that there are sometimes the first thing you think might not be right, but it might also be right. It depends.
Gonna try to deceive me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes there might be more than one thing that combines different parts of them, but I'm only looking for one category. You know what I'm saying? Like, technically,
Sure,
your first
probably.
guess there was right. Not for what the game was we were doing, but like saying Return was not covered is a factual statement. But that wasn't
That
what
is
made
true.
it not
what we were
in
looking for.
No. All right, our next 4 movies. Smile. Jennifer's Body. M.
Gotcha.
Thregan. And Five Nights at Freddy's.
Horror.
What one of those does not belong between Smile, Jennifer's Body, Megan, and Five Nights at Freddy's?
Two of them. Well, no.
Talk through
I
it,
don't
even if it's
think
not.
I've ever seen Jennifer's Body ever, but I know that Megan Fox is the antagonist.
That is a true statement. Megan Fox does play the titular Jennifer.
There is Mithrigan, who is a little robot.
That is
Villain.
also a factual statement.
Five Nights at Freddy's is also a robot.
Oh.
Oh.
Are these robot
Oh.
movies?
What was the other one?
Smile.
Smile. No.
Yeah,
Okay.
no. There's only two of these
Yeah.
are robot movies, so that's
Only
not
two
it.
are robot movies. I don't know who the protagonist of Jennifer's Body is, to be honest.
It is. I don't remember the name of the character, but the actress is. Oh, I'm forgetting her name. The blonde girl who's not Regina George from.
Gotcha.
What's that girl's name? That actress. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm normally
You're
good with
asking the
actors and
wrong guy.
actresses.
Movies with female protagonists, and the one that doesn't belong is Five Nights at Freddy's.
Technically a true statement, but not what we were looking for.
Okay, it's fair.
That was something I thought you might think. So what do three of these have in common that the other one doesn't have? Between Smile, Jennifer's Body, Megan, and Five Nights at Freddy's.
I feel like two of these don't. But I'm not sure which two don't.
No. They all there is a exact. My statement is 100% true on what combines three of these movies.
Okay.
It's not even up for debate. It is a fact.
This is a supernatural threat, and the one that doesn't belong is Mithrigan.
No. But technically, once again, true, but no.
Ooh.
Alright, so you've guessed that Megan was the outlier. You've guessed that Five Nights at Freddy's was the outlier. And my hint is both of those are wrong. Not even just, oh, you didn't figure out what made them wrong. Like, those are not the outlier movie.
Oh. So I've got Jennifer's Body.
And Smile.
And Smile. Smile. This is a Blumhouse production. Mithrigan is also a Blumhouse. Jennifer's Body, I could not tell you for the life of me.
I do believe it predates Blumhouse.
That sounds about right. And Five Nights at Freddy's, I think, is also Blumhouse. But I honestly don't think that Blumhouse is the unifier here. But you know what? I don't have anything else.
You want to guess
so,
that?
Blumhouse being the producer.
I think, once again, you have found another thing that could have connected these movies, but is not what we're looking for. And I really want this to end at some point, this specific question. So I will say, Jennifer's Body is not the outlier. Why is Smile the outlier?
Oh, God.
What does Smile do that Jennifer's Body and Megan and Five Nights at Freddy's do? What did they have in common that Smile is not doing? Or
they are all movies.
They're actually all four of them are movies, Chris. So sorry, that's not it.
Crap. Smile doesn't have a physical threat.
I mean, guess, but no. I'm not giving it to you yet. I want to make sure I'm not wrong on something. I might have messed up.
Smile. There's no blood in Smile. Oh, there is. Actually.
Oh no, I messed up.
Oh. So do I get this one for free? Is that how this works?
Yeah, you get it for free. I swore Jennifer's Body was a PG-13 movie. Apparently it's not. That was supposed to be the thing, was that Smile is rated R. But I messed up.
Yeah, I don't know what world you thought Jennifer's Body was going to be PG-13.
There's no nudity or anything in it.
It's like super gory, isn't it?
Not really.
Oh,
I really thought it was PG-13, but I was wrong.
maybe nowadays it would be.
Maybe. Or maybe
Although
I'm
that's
just
usually
wrong.
the opposite of how that works.
So I will just say I'm sorry for anyone who played along there and was like, I don't know! Yeah, it's because there was nothing. I was wrong.
Hey, I had three things that it could have been.
Yeah.
It wasn't, but it could have
Actually,
been
it was one of those. We'll just say that. I don't know which one.
They
But
were Blumhouse Productions.
I don't even know if is Five Nights at Freddy's Blumhouse.
Pretty sure. Let me see. 5. Right, it's that Freddy's movie. Let's see, and survey says no. That was Universal Pictures. No, wait, that's the distributor. Or is Blumhouse a distributor? I thought it was a producer.
It really doesn't matter. The point is,
it is Blumhouse.
Okay,
movie.
yeah, that was actually the right answer. And if you guessed that at home, you were right. Yay!
Good job, guys. You did it.
Crap,
We did it.
I really that's the only one that I didn't like check like that, and I just remembered Jennifer's Body being PG-13.
Hmm.
It wasn't. I'm
Oops.
sorry, everyone. I have failed you as a game master. All right, so next we have The Exorcist, Jaws,
Okay.
Alien,
Right.
and Halloween.
Run it back for me one more time.
The Exorcist,
Okay.
Jaws, Alien, and Halloween.
Halloween. I'm gonna say that. Well, actually,
Talk through your thoughts.
it feels like it's a time period like 70s versus 80s.
Mm.
But I don't think that's true either. It might be 60s and 70s. Right? No. No, I don't remember when Jaws came out, but I'm pretty sure it was in the 70s.
76, I believe.
Yeah. Exorcist, I think, was 72.
I think it's 74, but it doesn't really. The exact year there might not matter. Either way, it is definitely the 70s.
Probably doesn't matter because I'm pretty sure all these are the 70s.
I believe they are. I believe Halloween is 78 and Alien is 79. I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Don't quote me on any of that. Well, no, you can quote me on Halloween, but don't quote me on Alien.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are all the 70s.
They're all 70s movies, so it can't be that because they all are that. Alien's got a creature.
That is true.
Halloween's got a man who's kind of a creature.
I just want to confirm Alien is 79.
Okay. That makes sense. The Exorcist is a demon.
That is, it's a demonic possession.
Yeah.
And right in the middle
Azuzu.
of our two guesses, Exorcist was 73. Just so we're factual and we give out good information on this podcast.
And Jaws is literally just a shark.
Mm.
Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Indeed.
No, it can't be that. That would be kind of dumb.
I mean,
Yeah. Here's my dumb answer that's technically true, but definitely shouldn't be what the answer is. And it's movies that take place on Earth, and the outlier is Alien.
That is a true statement, but not
It is a
what we
true
are looking
statement.
for.
Yeah, I kind of had a suspicion it wasn't gonna be.
What connects three of these movies? What is the outlier? Is it The Exorcist, Alien, Jaws, or
That is the
Halloween?
question. That is the question. the movies with humanoid killers, and the outlier is Jaws.
I really wouldn't call a xenomorph humanoid. So
It's it's got lanky arms, legs, and
it's still not really a humanoid. And also, like, yes, I guess Reagan, like, I mean, I wouldn't even say Exorcist has a killer. It has a demonic possession of a little girl.
yeah.
So no, it's not
Yeah,
that.
she kills the priest.
She, yes, but
Uh,
it's not that.
man,
And I'll give you your first guaranteed hint.
yippee! Hint.
Jaws is not the outlier.
Jaws is not the outlier. Uh, you wouldn't give me two ratings based questions in a row. We've already been through that rabbit hole.
And watch me get it all wrong again if I did give it to you.
Man, that would be crazy. No, Aliens is rated R, I'm pretty sure. That was The Exorcist, I'm pretty sure. And I think Jaws, for sure. Although it is no longer rated R.
Jaws is not rated R, period. Jaws is PG.
Pretty sure way back in the way back,
Nope.
it was rated R.
It was
No?
always PG. Because back then there was only PG and R and it was never rated R.
Huh.
PG-13 was invented in the 80s thanks to one of the Indiana Jones movies and Poltergeist kind of caused the need for there to be a PG-13.
Man.
But also, like you said, I would not give you two ratings questions in a row. If I have another ratings one, it would not be next. I would at least mix them up.
Jaws isn't it. Aliens, Halloween, The Exorcist. Hmm. The outlier isn't Jaws.
It is not Jaws. So it's either The Exorcist, Alien, or Halloween is the one that does not belong. But why? And which one is it?
Such a good question.
I mean, I have the answer right here. It's right here in front of me.
Yeah, I'm so happy for you.
Hey, Chris, you could come up with games if you wanted, and I would suffer through them for you. But you don't. So.
Hello. You think I can come up with good games?
I mean, you could have came up with the same game. It's not that complicated.
No, this is hard. It's really hard doing it too.
I
wouldn't recommend it.
I mean, I think it's pretty good. I think you should definitely do it. I will let you know. The Exorcist is also not the outlier.
Oh, geez. So the Jaws and the Exorcist have something in connection?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, geez.
One of these other two movies. It's either Alien or Halloween is the outlier. Which one? And why, Chris?
Nothing makes any sense right now. I can't figure out how The Exorcist and Jaws are connected at all. Oh, man.
Secondary hint. What connects these movies has nothing to do with theming.
Okay. The highest rated movie. No. Their score on IMDb, and it's the one that's not is Aliens. I don't know.
That is not true. And now the final hint, because I can't give you any more hints after that. Alien is not the outlier.
Okay.
What does Halloween have or not have that the other three do?
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. So Halloween doesn't have
Mm-hmm. Doesn't have what?
yeah. Halloween doesn't have uh
It
uh
doesn't have what, Chris?
yeah. Got
I'm
nothing.
trying to figure out how to help you at this point.
Uh
Um,
Halloween doesn't have
Another movie that would fit in this grouping is Silence of the Lambs.
uh-huh.
But not Halloween.
But not Halloween. Yes. I don't know.
What's a really big fact about Silence of the Lambs? What did it do?
I had a female protagonist. I don't know. What did it do?
These are movies that won Oscars.
Oh, yeah. I don't know anything about the Oscars, so
The
that's fair.
Exorcist, Jaws, and Alien all won an Oscar. Halloween did not.
Mm. It is a slasher movie, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
It pretty much just barred from Oscars for really no reason at all.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Next question. David Arquette,
Okay,
Robert Englund,
gotcha.
Kane Hodder,
Uh-huh.
Tony Todd.
Mm. Kane Hodder is the outlier, and he is not a Horror Boys uh, the national treasure.
That is a true statement, but not what we are looking for.
Darn it all.
But I had a feeling you would think that.
Yeah. I thought I had that one in the bag,
And I had a
which I
feeling you would guess that.
desperately needed it to be in the bag after that last round.
Well, it's not in the bag quite yet.
Oh, darn it all. Tony Todd, Robert Englund, Kane Hodder, David Arquette.
Mm-hmm.
David Arquette is the outlier, and he does not portray a killer.
That is a true statement, but not what we are looking for.
Oh, darn it all. Uh, the outlier is David Arquette, and he's not over 6 feet tall.
I don't know if that's true, but no. Also, I don't believe Robert Englund is over 6 foot tall. He's like famously not that tall.
Is that true?
I think he's like 5'10".
England's height. He just looks like a guy who would be tall.
That's fair.
He's 5'10".
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. No. That's not it. It has nothing to do with height. I'll just give you that. I'll give you that for free.
Thanks.
It's not even
Appreciate
counted
it.
as a hint. That's just something I'm telling you.
The outlier is David Arquette,
Okay.
and it's because he hasn't been in a Hatchet movie.
Dang, that's true, but also not the reason.
Darn it all!
But because you have guessed it now 2 times, I will confirm David Arquette is the outlier.
Oh, wow.
You guessed it twice, so I'm willing to give that to you this time. David Arquette is the outlier.
Just gotta find why he is the outlier.
Why is he the outlier?
Okay. Let's see. David Arquette is the outlier because he blah blah blah.
Ah, yes, because he blah blah. Is a true statement, but not what we're looking for.
Because he's what did I guess already? Fuck David Arquette because he's never portrayed a killer.
Not being the killer and not being in Hatchet. Both true statements, but not why he's the outlier.
Tragic.
Not what we are specifically looking for in this grouping.
Robert Englund, Jane Hodder, and Tony Todd have what in common that David Arquette does not? Woof.
That's a good point.
Yeah, I thought so too. Let's see. Yeah. I feel like I've thought of things that I could have thought of, and now I have nothing again. And it feels awful.
Well, it's a good thing you didn't guess any of them when you had them.
Yeah. Yeah. David Arquette, because he's yeah.
Does he have it?
No, I do not. Jane Hodder, Tony Todd, and Robert Englund. All been in Hatchet, and have also acted in various horror franchises.
That's closer than you might think.
Oh.
Not like exactly that, but go more that route, and maybe you'll figure it out.
Go more that route. Being in multiple franchises, yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't think you're going to get this at this point. I'm just going to tell
Probably not.
Robert Englund, Kane Hodder, and Tony Todd are the actors who have been in the most movies covered on Horror Bois.
Yep. Never have guessed that.
Robert Englund is the most at 10 movies. Kane Hodder is 9. Tony Todd is 8.
Makes sense.
If you want to ask which actor has been covered the most on Horror Bois, though, it is none of them. It's Brad Dourif, because of the Chucky TV series, which pushes him over the edge. He's only been in 7 movies, so he does not make that top 3. But if you go off of episodes covered on the podcast, it's like 17.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah. While David Arquette's only been in 5 movies. The Scream franchise.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Our next one. Wes Craven. Kevin Williamson. Don Mancini. And Jeffrey Riddick, who is the writer of The Final Destination. He's a slightly lesser known name, so I will let you know what he's done.
You said Don Mancini, Kevin Williamson. Who was the first one?
Wes Craven and Jeffrey Riddick.
And Jeffrey Riddick. Huh. What's Craven? Don Mancini. Kevin Williamson.
Yes. And Jeffrey Riddick.
And Jeffrey Riddick. Directors of iconic slasher movies. But also, no, not really, actually. I don't know, is... Scream is definitely, undebatably, a slasher movie.
It's true.
Is Nightmare on Elm Street technically a slasher movie?
I believe so.
Okay. I feel like that's not the connector, actually.
It's possible it's not. It's possible maybe it was.
Okay, so the outlier would have been Riddick, then, in that hypothetical scenario
So
where that
let me just, what
where's
is
the
your
answer?
guess for what the connection is?
Directors of iconic slasher movies.
Kevin Williamson is not a director of any slasher films, then, to my knowledge. He is a writer, Chris.
Oh, that's right. Oh. Horror film directors is the connector, and Kevin Williamson is the outlier.
No.
No, darn it.
Also, Jeffrey Riddick, also not a director.
What? Is he also a writer?
He's the writer of Final Destination. I literally said that.
I can't remember things. Okay. So we have 2 directors and 2 writers. Or do we? Kevin Williamson. Don Mancini is he a director or is he a writer? Oh no. Is Don Mancini a writer? Is Wes Craven the outlier because he's a director?
Wes Craven is also the writer of
He's
Nightmare
also
on Elm
written.
Street. All 4 of these men have written horror movies,
writers.
Chris.
Oh no, I have nothing. Okay, good. Yeah, I got nothing.
Let's go through some of these people and try to think about things you know about them. Alright, so what do you know about Wes Craven?
He's an iconic the horror creator.
That's not true statement.
It's just, we got Candyman under the belt.
No.
No? What? Candyman's not Wes Craven?
No.
What?
Yeah, no.
Who's Candyman?
I don't know. I mean, it's based off a Clive Barker novel, but he didn't direct it. Or short story, actually, I think. But I don't know if the director of Candyman's that famous.
No, he's not.
Man, Wes Craven's not connected at all. Wes Craven's directed a bunch of crap.
Yeah.
Like every generation of movies.
Yeah. Nightmare on Elm Street.
Scream.
Green.
Last House on the Left. The Hills Have Eyes. Some of the things he's directed. I'll move on next to Kevin Williamson.
It was also written for Scream.
Is Scream the connecting force?
No, because Don Mancini hasn't written for Scream. Has he?
No. Neither Don Mancini or Jeffrey Riddick have done anything in the Scream franchise.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
All right, what do we know about Don Mancini?
Don Mancini is a gay icon.
All right.
Yeah, that's bad.
Maybe that's all you need to know, Chris.
Is that all I need to know? Oh, is it because the other three men are straight?
No.
No? Yeah, I don't know anything
One
else
of these
about
men
Don
is
Mancini.
straight, Chris.
Really?
Yes, only one of these men is straight. Which one?
Oh. Is it Wes Craven?
Yes, Wes Craven is the outlier because the other three are horror movie writers who are gay. Shout out to our gay kings out there.
Let's go.
Thank you for everything you've done for us. All right. Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, The Omen, Jaws.
Friday the 13th, The Omen, and Jaws. And what was the first one?
Nightmare on Elm Street was the second one,
Okay.
actually, I think. But it doesn't really matter. That's the one you didn't remember.
Nightmare on Elm Street, The Omen, Jaws.
And Friday the 13th.
13. The Omen.
Does it have to do with being covered on Horror
Supernaturally-
Boys? No, because we haven't covered two of them.
Correct. I knew that.
I know, I'm just talking so there's content.
The
'Cause sometimes you do a
Omen-
little too much thinking and not talking, which is understandable, but it kind of messes up the flow of this being a podcast.
The Omen is a movie about a supernaturally possessed boy.
That is a true statement.
Jaws is
You
a
got it
movie
right.
about
The
a
other
big
three are
shark.
not about a supernaturally possessed boy. Therefore, that's the no. Can you imagine if that was it? One of
I
these
would
movies
be really
is about
mad.
the spawn of the devil. The
I think I
other
would just
three
hang up the Discord
are
call.
not.
Got Big Shark movie.
Mhm.
And then Friday the 13th, which is a slasher movie
Yes.
that takes place
New
at a
Jersey.
lake. A lake in New Jersey. Camp
And
Crystal
we won't
Lake
hold that
in
against
New
it.
Jersey. I might.
That's fair.
We'll see. And then there was the other one, A Nightmare on Elm Street,
Yes.
which is the Dreamscape, Freddy Krueger.
Those are the Thank you for describing what these
Thank
movies
you
are to our audience.
for all of them. You're
who
welcome.
does not know what these movies were. Now they do.
Trying to think of any unifying themes.
There is definitely one. Well, maybe not a theme. Maybe, did I just talk too much for saying it's not a theme? Oh, no, did I give you a hint to try to move these along quicker?
Not a theme, which means it could be anything. Still, darn it.
But it's supposed to be one specific thing, actually.
Yeah.
One of these doesn't do something that the other three movies have done.
Yes.
Is it Nightmare on Elm Street, Friday the 13th, The Omen, or Jaws?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Did I put any specific emphasis on one of those titles? Was that to throw
You
you
did.
off? I don't know.
Put it on Jaws, and I just don't know
Hmm.
why yet.
Did I do it on purpose?
Probably. And it's probably Jaws, but yeah,
Hmm.
they still gotta figure out why it's Jaws. Uh,
Will he figure it out?
uh,
Is it
we,
Jaws? Is Jaws the outlier?
uh, Jaws doesn't have, any supernatural elements in it. Jaws doesn't have
I mean, sure, that's
a
true.
man from New Jersey in it.
Mm,
I don't know if those other two do.
they don't.
Yeah, it makes sense. Jaws. Uh,
Jaws
uh,
doesn't have what, Chris?
Jaws doesn't have more than one word in the name of the title of the movie.
Neither does The Omen, because no one counts articles.
No, no, no. It's the Omen. It's not Omen. That's how we determine two different movies these days now.
No, you're not wrong, actually. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, no, that's true. It's
uh,
the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, not to be
we could
confused
make
with
the
Texas.
Jaws, and it would be a different movie now.
But what would that be, Chris?
And also objectively
Chris,
worse.
if we were to make the Jaws, what would it be?
Awful.
No.
If we were to make the Jaws, it would be a sequel
Or
to Jaws or a remake.
hmm.
Oh, I
Hmm.
see. It's,
You want to give it to me as an official guess?
I would like to say that my guess is movies that have remakes and the outliers Jaws.
I'm clapping in case Discord didn't pick it up.
Talk about it.
All right, next category.
I missed question one, guy. Question one was cool. I felt so good.
Scream 2022. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan. Halloween 5, The Revenge of Michael Myers. Seed of Chucky.
What was the first one? Spring 2022?
Scream 2022.
Oh. Seed of Chucky.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween 5, Michael's Revenge.
Mm-hmm.
What was the second one?
The second one was Nightmare. Oh, not Nightmare. Friday the 13th, Part 8, Jason Takes Manhattan.
The connector is movies or one of us hates on Horror Boys, and the Outliers Screen 2022.
Technically true, but no.
uh, the Outlier is movies with an above 5.5-star rating on IMDb.
It has nothing to do with the rating. It has
Uh,
nothing to do with the quality of any of these movies.
Darn it. Screen 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Halloween 5.
Yes.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
8.
Part 8. Yeah.
And Seed of Chucky.
And Seed of Chucky.
3 of these movies have something in common. One of them is The Outlier.
Wait, but which one is Nightmare on Elm Street 8?
It's not Nightmare on Elm Street. It's Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. Or you could say Takes a Boat to Toronto, but that's not the official title.
Friday the 13th, Jason Takes Manhattan. Screen 2022. And
Seed of Chucky. Halloween 5.
Seed of Chucky. Oof.
Think about the franchises of each movies.
Yeah. I feel like the outlier is Jason Takes Manhattan, but I don't know why yet. But that's
I'll
what my brain
confirm.
is instinctually
I
telling
will
me.
confirm that you're right. But why?
Okay. It feels good that my brain at least knows just at a glimpse that is the outlier.
But
So now I just
why?
have to find out why.
Why is it wrong?
Access your inner synapses. Fire neurons. Uh. Ooh. It's movies where
It has nothing to do with the theme.
no, okay, poop.
Think about the franchises. Let's think about the Scream franchise. Tell me the movies in the Scream franchise. Tell them to me, Chris.
There's Scream,
Mm-hmm.
Scream 2,
Yes.
Scream 3,
Mm-hmm.
Scream 4.
Sometimes known as Scriform, but yes.
Oh. They're the fifth movie in a franchise.
Yes, they are, Chris!
Oh. Oh,
Not the eighth
God.
movie in the franchise.
That is the eighth movie in a franchise.
Alright, here is your next category. Tina, Glenn, Billy, and Rod.
Run those by me one more time.
Tina,
Uh-huh.
Glenn,
Glenn.
Billy,
Billy.
and Rod.
Rod. Billy's mother.
Mm.
Billy is a killer.
Mm.
Glenn, Tina, and Rod, I could not tell you for the life of me who any of those people are. So it's not exactly promising for me, if I can be honest.
That's fair.
Tina should mean something to me.
Probably. But maybe not.
Tina, maybe
Spoiler, these are all character names.
they are. Yeah, that much I had gathered. If the audience had not yet,
Yeah, just to help them out.
I'm sorry. Glenn. Glenn, I know for sure means something to me because that is Glenn and Glenda of the Chucky franchise.
Is it?
Probably. Billy, Glenn, Tina, and Rod. Tina. Where are you from, Tina? No, that's Tiff. Tina is from. Yep. I don't know. I don't know where Tina's from. Where's Rod from? That's a good question.
Billy is the outlier.
Huh? Billy's the outlier?
Yes.
Tina, Rod, and Glenn. Tina. Who are you, Tina?
All three characters are from the same movie. What movie is it, Chris?
Oh. Are they all in Seed of Chucky?
No. It's not
No?
it's not the right Glenn.
It's not the right Glenn. Tina and Rod. Billy's the outlier.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes sense. What movie are they all from? Glenn, Tina, and Rod. Glenn, Tina, Rod.
They all die in the movie as well, just to help you out.
Okay, so it could be like any slasher movie ever. Awesome. They're all in Texas Chainsaw 3D.
Can you imagine if that's what I chose?
I would have
No,
been
Chris.
so pissed.
That's fair. I think that would have been a fair reaction if I had done that.
Oh man. They're all in Chucky.
No.
Or not. Is it?
A fourth thing that fits in the category would be Nancy.
Nancy. Wheeler. Stranger Things.
Yeah, there it is. No. No, it's not.
Glenn, Tina, Rod, and Nancy are all in A Nightmare on Elm Street.
That's right. Those are the Nightmare on Elm Street kids from the first movie.
Yeah.
No, you don't get to be excited, Chris.
Yeah, I got a fourth one and I got the answer.
Yeah, when I gave you the final girl, yeah, you got it.
Yeah. What, am I supposed to remember anyone else?
Yeah, kind of. They're kind of important characters.
No, I remember that Johnny Depp is in the movie, and
He's
I don't
Glenn.
remember which. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Tina is the girl who gets, like, slit open, and you think is the... Like, they kind of set her up to be the final girl until they kill her first.
Yeah.
It's kind of a big part of the story. She's kind of a really important character.
Yeah, how am I supposed to remember? She dies so fast.
I don't know. I don't know for sure if I would have got it, but I feel like I remember Tina. But
I remember Nancy for sure.
well, that's good. Well, no, first you thought Stranger Things, actually. I just want to make sure.
Oh, yeah. How could I not?
All right. Scream 2.
Phenomenal show. Scream 2.
Bride of Frankenstein.
Right.
Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Hereditary.
Halloween, Hereditary.
Scream 2 and Bride of Frankenstein.
Scream 2. Oh, right. Frankenstein. Huh. Boo, skibbity bop.
Whoa, he got it, guy.
Can you clarify which Halloween for me?
The original.
No, you didn't put the date after, which means it's the original.
Yeah, that's true. If I don't put the date, it is the original. But that is just to clarify, this is John Carpenter's Halloween, the 1978 classic.
All right.
This might be one of the harder ones. This is probably one of the harder ones.
Hereditary. Does it have to do anything with theming of the movies?
No, it has nothing to do with theming.
Okay. All right. Scream 2.
Is anything jumping out to you as the wrong one?
Halloween, for some reason.
It's not Halloween.
Okay, that's good. Scream 2, Hereditary, Halloween. What's the other one?
It's Scream 2, Bride of Frankenstein, Halloween, and Hereditary. Halloween is not the outlier.
Bride of Frankenstein is...
No, it's not.
Sticking out at me. Oh, it's not. It's not sticking out at me, actually.
Good.
Definitely not. I've never even seen the movie. I don't know what it's about, except maybe probably the Bride of Frankenstein. I had to venture a guess. Call me crazy. Feel free.
You know, I will confirm that the Bride of Frankenstein is about the Bride of Frankenstein.
Nice. All right.
I don't know if that's going to help you or not. But...
No, not at all. Hereditary. Bride of Frankenstein.
Scream 2 and Halloween. The outlier is either Scream 2 or Hereditary. Mm-hmm.
It's Hereditary is the outlier.
That is right. I will confirm that is right. He got it, guys. He got it when it was down to a 50-50. He was able to guess.
Ah, nice.
But why,
Warming up.
Chris?
Yeah, that's that. And
What is Scream 2,
that's the thing about it.
Bride of Frankenstein, and Halloween all have in common?
Scream 2, Bride of Frankenstein, and Halloween.
The connecting force has been talked about on the podcast. Just so you know, it's something we have. This is actually one that was been addressed in the podcast in the past.
Yeah, I did not retain anything about the Bride of Frankenstein set. Gonna help me too much.
You don't remember us ever mentioning Bride of Frankenstein ever on the podcast?
Nah.
Okay. That might make it a little harder for you to remember this time.
Hmm. Does it have to do anything to do with theme?
Nope.
Hereditary's the outlier
Mm-hmm.
because it's not one of the top 10 grossing horror film. No, not
Yeah,
grossing.
you know,
Top 10 rated.
You know, Scream 2 and Bride of Frankenstein, those absolute loved movies.
Yeah. Everyone loves Bride of Frankenstein, maybe. I don't know. I don't know anything about it.
I'm going to give you a big hint that'll probably just make it harder for you.
Oh, good. Those are the best kinds of hints I love.
Yeah.
It
technically is a big hint, though.
Oh, okay.
What connects these movies has nothing to do with these movies as they are themselves.
It was more like a riddle.
That's fair. I realize that. Another movie that would fit the category is Night of the Living Dead.
Yeah, okay.
And Shaun of the Dead.
Oh. Mm-hmm. What? Hereditary. What? Okay. Shaun of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead. Ring 2. What was the original 2? Bride of Frankenstein?
And Halloween.
And Halloween. Movies that take place on Halloween.
No.
Yeah, I know.
Shaun
of the Dead doesn't take place on Halloween.
Could probably come up with a couple more hint movies to help you. I don't know if it will, but you know. Liar, Liar, and Cape Fear also fit the category.
A Liar, Liar.
Yeah.
And Cape Fear.
Mm-hmm.
What year was Bride of Frankenstein made?
Like the 40s.
Is that it? Okay.
40s, 50s,
yeah.
I think.
I think it might be older than that, to be honest, but...
Yeah, probably 30s, honestly. It has nothing to do with the release date.
Yeah. 1935 for Bride of Frankenstein, ladies and gentlemen.
Also could be included in this category is Duel of the Iron Fist.
Duel of the Iron Fist? What?
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2.
Movies that have sequels?
No.
And are sequels?
No. Jason Takes Manhattan. is
Okay.
another movie that fits in this category.
The worst rated movies in the franchise. Except that's definitely not the case because Scream 2 is
And
definitely
good
not
old
the worst of the
classic
two.
John Carpenter's Halloween, the worst
The
movie in the
original.
Halloween franchise.
Yeah. The timeless classic.
Frankenstein could also have been chosen. The Thing from Another World could have been chosen.
I don't have to do anything with theme.
Invasion of the Body Snatchers could have been chosen.
Movies that were box office failures.
Yes, all of these were No, Scream 2 made a lot of money. I know that
Yeah.
for specifically. You're never going to get this, so I will tell you after you've now had like 10 different things that fit the category. These are movies shown on TV in other movies covered on Horror Boys. Characters watch all of these movies in other movies.
Gotcha.
For the main three, the ones that were officially the
I
questions.
was really close to guessing something along that lines at one point,
Scream
and I
2
kind of
was
just
in
never went down that.
H2O. Bride of Frankenstein was in Bride of Chucky. And Halloween was in the original Scream.
I was gonna say movies that have other horror movies played in their background, but the Bride of Frankenstein definitely doesn't fit that because
You
it's
had it
from the
backwards.
1930s.
These were movies that
Yeah.
were played in the background of other movies.
Yeah.
All right.
Oops. Well.
Now time for one of my favorite ones that you might also hate.
Good.
We
Great.
have Amityville Dollhouse.
Don't even know what that is, but all right.
Amityville Farmhouse. Amityville Death House. And Amityville Playhouse.
What?
The category, the things which are all movies are Amityville Dollhouse, Amityville Farmhouse, Amityville Death House, and Amityville Playhouse.
Huh? None of those are real. Those aren't real movies. What? Amityville? I have never heard of literally any of these. I know Amityville Horror.
Whoa, you can't go Googling things. That might help you.
I don't know what any of these movies are. Farmhouse, Dollhouse, Playhouse, and what?
Death House.
Death House. Right. Yeah, I'll take movies that aren't real, and the odd one out is all of them. They're not. None of these exist.
That is not what links this.
Oh, okay. The link is they were all straight to video, and the outlier is Farmhouse.
That is not what links these together.
Oh.
But it's probably true.
Movies no one's heard about, and the outlier is Dollhouse. Taking shots in the dark.
No. One of your guesses was very close, but not right in the way you said it.
Oh. Take it. Movies that were straight to video.
No.
Didn't get a theatrical
No.
release. Movies that no one cared about.
Well, that's probably true for this, but that's not what
Oh, okay. 3 of them are made up. And the real one is Death House.
That is not right.
Oh.
But it's really close.
3 of these are fan movies.
No.
One of them went to college.
Oh, there it is!
One has Dr.
One of these isn't a
Pepper in
real
it.
movie, Chris. Only one of these isn't real.
Oh, only one? I
Yes.
find that hard to believe, but it's Farmhouse is the one
That's
that's
right.
not real.
Farmhouse was one I made up. The other three are all real movies in the 23 or 31 or something crazy movies that have. Because the thing is, the word
The
Amityville.
Amityville?
You can just throw the word
Yeah.
Amityville on whatever the crap you want and put it, and it'll make people see it. Well, in very small numbers, but still, like.
Yeah.
So yeah, 3 of these are real Amityville movies. And I first was gonna kind of like go into some of the really weird, obscure named ones. Like I think there was like one like Amityville and like some street name and stuff. But then when I looked it up, I saw that there were 3 that ended in Amityville blank house, and I was like, well, I guess
Alright.
I have to just come up with a 4th house.
Yeah. Back at the barnyard.
But what I'm trying to say
Amityville.
is, our first horror movie we're making is going to be Amityville Farmhouse, because I'm sure there's no one stopping us.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Also, I want to make sure anyone knows we are recording this on March 9th, 2024. So if you are watching this at some other point in the future and Amityville Farmhouse exists, I'm sorry, but it is probably inevitable. So it probably will be outdated at some point.
Yeah.
Next we have is Mayhem, Creep,
Mm-hmm.
Wishmaster, and The Lighthouse.
The outlier is Wishmaster, and it's because it was not a boy's choice movie.
My boy, got it immediately. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Thank you. I needed that.
Yeah. Here's another one that might be easy. The Omen, The Shining, Children of the Corn, and It.
Oh, it is. The 3 of them are Stephen King, based on Stephen King novels, and the outlier is. You said It, so it's not that. Children of the Corn, so it's not that. The Shining, so it's not that. What was the other one?
The Omen.
It's the other one.
Yeah. Look at
That's
that.
the only one I couldn't remember.
Chris is just
How about
nailing
that?
this game now, guys. He decided to get 2 of the last 4 right immediately. Alright, next one we have is Freddy Krueger, Herbert West, Chucky,
Gotcha.
and Stu
Okay.
Mocker.
And Stu Mocker. Okay. Stu Mocker, Chucky. Who are the other 2?
Herbert West
Who are the other
and
2?
Freddy Krueger.
Okay. I'm inclined to say Herbert West is the outlier.
What would be the reason why, Chris?
Because well, hasn't he? No. He's never actually killed someone, has he? Not directly.
That might be true, but no.
Hmm. The outlier is Stu Mocker, because he's the only one who hasn't come back to life after being killed.
That, I think, is also true, but no.
Okay.
And technically, with the way we're supposed to interpret the story, Herbert West somehow didn't die the first 2 times he definitely died.
Yeah. No, I do think that the outlier is Herbert West, though.
But why,
But I don't know why.
If he's the outlier, why? We have Freddy Krueger, Herbert West. I'm blanking on the 3rd one. Chucky. And Stu Mocker.
Stu Mocker, because he's not a serial killer.
No. No, that's not it.
Because he liked science. He liked the science.
We don't know how Stu Mocker was doing in school.
That's true. Yes, he could like science. He didn't seem like the guy who likes science, if I can be honest.
And that's judgmental, Chris.
Fair. Could be real interested in botany.
When he was in science class, he would always mix the wrong chemicals, and he'd be feeling a little woozier. But he liked it. He liked science.
Herbert West is the outlier
Because
he
I really thought you might have got this one a little faster. I'll be honest.
Oh, wait.
Oh?
No. The unifier is they all stab people to death, and that's why Herbert West is the outlier. Knives.
No, Chris.
Knives.
That is not why. But I will confirm. Herbert West is the outlier.
Oh, man, I got it. If
But
only I knew why.
Why, Chris?
Because,
what do you know about Stu Macher, Chris?
he's from the Scream movies.
Okay. When you think Stu
Animated
Macher,
movies.
what just the first thing you think? When you think of Stu, you think...
Ghostface.
Oh, yeah, that's fair, I guess.
I'm feeling woozy.
That's also fair. That's not... maybe I'm not helping.
Think of Matthew Lillard. And then I hear, oh, wait, hold on. Herbert West isn't played by an actor who is a national treasure.
That is correct!
Haha! Ha!
But he should be, and probably will be this year. I'm just going to say it. I'm probably going to nominate him.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
That is fair. Jeffrey Combs is pretty great.
Yeah, Jeffrey Combs is amazing, and we only had 5 each year. That's the only reason he probably didn't get nominated this past year. He's
I
definitely
can't believe we didn't get a Dr. Mordred too.
It's true. All right, this is the final question. Question 15.
Whew.
Spoiler. They're all movies. Are Scream.
Yep.
Scream 2.
Uh-oh.
Scream 3.
Okay.
And Scream 4.
The outlier is Scream 3 because it only has one killer.
That is true, but not what we're looking for.
Son of a gun. The outlier is Scream 3 because it's the only one not written by Kevin Williamson.
Chris got it right, guys.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Movie's written by Kevin Williamson.
Yeah.
Yes, he wasn't in that one.
And
Look at that, guys.
It was the worst of the 4, baby.
Yeah, still better than half the movies we've covered.
Yeah, still like a really solid movie.
Yeah, and I think you did relatively okay. There were some that you really struggled on, but there were some you just obliterated.
There's some things that I know, and some things I really do not.
Yeah, you don't remember the actors who've been in 8+ movies we've covered. You can't remember why they were prolific and covered on Horror Boys.
Yeah. Oops.
Okay, the one that really just makes me mad, Chris, is the fact that you couldn't remember that Jennifer's Body was rated R and not PG-13 and broke that whole...
Wait, hold on. Wait a second. Wait just
Why didn't you also think that movie was PG-13 like I did?
You're crazy.
I swore it was
Pretty
PG.
sure that one also got like an unrated release too.
I mean, so did like all of those movies.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I've only actually seen the Megan unrated version, and it's better, and they had more gore and stuff. So like, just because the movie's unrated doesn't mean that the original version wasn't rated, wasn't PG-13.
Mm.
And that's I knew it had an unrated release, but I thought it was like a PG-13 to unrated kind of deal. But it was not. It was a rated R to unrated deal. And I apologize. I came up with 14 questions that were good, and I messed up on one, so hold that against me and hate the podcast for it. I understand.
Oh. I don't know that I do.
But yeah, I think this was fun. I always enjoy making Chris suffer a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully you guys do too.
I think they do. I don't know. Hopefully. Hopefully this is one of the last times we do this. We'll see. You never know. I'm not going to promise that I'll be ready to take notes by the next episode. But maybe.
Not. We'll be back to make me suffer more.
Yeah, probably. Unless Chris wants to come up with a game. Next game will be Chris making me suffer. Maybe. Who knows?
Oh,
probably not.
Darn it.
Probably not, though.
Who knows?
But yeah.
But we'll find out.
Maybe we'll cover a movie. It's
Maybe.
possible. No promises.
Yeah.
I don't know what movie it'd even be. Leave in the comments below what you want us to cover. We won't.
The first comment.
No, we won't though. But just leave
coverage.
it there so we know what you wanted. So we know what not to give you.
Yeah.
Whatever the first comment is, we're never covering on horror.
I don't know if that's how you bait engagement, if I could be honest. I think it might be doing the opposite.
Then people just leave 2 comments, Chris.
Oh.
Big brain thinking.
Oh.
I've just doubled our comments.
And be sure to like and subscribe.
Yeah, like and subscribe on
podcast.
YouTube. YouTube.com/@horrorboys if you want to see the video version of this podcast.
Right.
We also have a Patreon that someday we might give you stuff on, but right now you could just go give us that. There's that $1 tier that is just supporting us. Go do that, please. That'd be cool.
Yeah,
I'm not asking for any more because I'm not capable to give you any more right now. So just go to that $1 tier and give us $1. It'd be nice. Also, if you like this on a podcast app, leave a 5-star review. I think that's everything. I've been Austin, joined by Chris as always.
Mm-hmm.
Bye-bye!
Bye.